And we are following breaking news this morning, now learning more about that shooting on Ivy Green Crescent that happened on Sunday night. Police are now confirming it is a homicide. An 18-year-old man shot outside a residence on that crescent. He was rushed to hospital in critical condition where he succumbed to his injuries. Right now, there's no word on potential suspects, but of course, we'll continue to follow this story here through the morning. Something else we're watching is the flooding situation. Bracebridge, just one of the many communities in cottage country remaining under a state of emergency because of this flooding, and now more rainfall on the way. In fact, a rainfall warning is in the forecast. In some areas around the town, water is receding, but yesterday the floodwaters actually rose in some neighborhoods, threatening homes. About 90 reservists with the Canadian military are there helping to fight this rising water, trying to help some homes from being damaged. They're providing some relief for many residents.
It's very emotional. It's emotional to see the town come together, armed forces, just to help us.
Really focusing on delivering sandbags. That's the priority right now as the lake levels continue to rise, and in addition to supporting with evacuations if necessary.
More than 40,000 sandbags have already been distributed. Thousands more are ready when and where they are needed. Many roads in the region remain flooded, and authorities say it could be 3 or 4 more days before relief is on the way for the hardest hit areas. And now, dealing with more wet weather. As Frank's been mentioning all morning long, a rainfall warning is now in effect for the next few days, and it is expected to start tonight. Of course, we're also watching the situation in Ottawa, where water levels are expected to peak either today or tomorrow. The city remains under a state of emergency. Residents say the flooding is already at the levels from 2 years ago, which at that point was described as the flooding of the century. Thousands of volunteers and 700 members of the military have been filling and distributing these sandbags. Several houses have been flooded. Nearly 24 people voluntarily leaving their homes. It's still not clear when this water will recede, but more rain again expected as well here this week. To the other side of the world now, take a look at this extreme weather. This is a sandstorm in North China's Inner Mongolia region yesterday. Visibility very poor, less than 5 meters here, forcing people to remain indoors. High winds creating a 100-meter high sand wall, blocking out what would have been a clear blue sky. Lasted for about 2 hours. Pretty incredible. After 30 years of power, Japanese Emperor Akihito has given up his throne today. The 85-year-old stepping down due to his declining health, marking the first time a Japanese monarch has stepped down in more than 200 years. A new emperor will be crowned Wednesday, which will mark the start